Welcome back, everybody. So, two sisters. Below the city lies a labyrinth of ancient tunnels known as the catacombs. The ones extended underneath the graveyard district have the special moniker of the Museum of Bone, and eventually, if gone deep enough into the earth, the City of the Dead, as mass graves accompany these passageways. For all, they remain largely unmapped, and in some areas, have been sealed off to the public for decades. Special entrances remain known to a small collective, or anyone unlucky or foolish enough to stumble upon them. For many, these places exist much like the monsters beneath your bed. A warning from parents to misbehaving children that if they don't behave, creatures from the catacombs would come to claim them, dragging them off into the night. There was a time where that myth was anchored in reality. In the early days of Jorix, back when the Strand was the spine of the city of grandeur and progress, two sisters found themselves at a crossroads of choice. For while the city prospered, there was almost always someone left behind. The Strand was fortified for its time with walls and soldiers at the ready. The surrounding area suffered from raids and other such creatures making their attacks. For if you did not live within the Strand itself, you did not live within the city of Jorix's limits, and thus did not get its protection. Unable to expand outwardly at the time, the two sisters decided to go underground. A loophole, so to speak, in the ruling, to keep the citizens safe, and the two sisters to keep watch. One over the area within the Strand and immediate surrounding areas, whereas the other where the dead so often lay. Eventually, as time tends to shape through wars, illness, and a changing political environment, those that once found shelter within the catacombs moved back above ground, welcomed as proper citizens of Jorix. However, the catacombs always remained for safety and their use of continued moving of cargo. For a time, peace, as it is so fleetingly found, did settle its way over the city of Jorix and the catacombs. However, the two sisters became split through disagreement on values and morals, and eventually split. The younger sister, eventually keeping watch over the immediate city and the surrounding areas, eventually finding a group known as the Orenthal. That area of the catacombs known as, now properly, the Vaults. Whereas this older sister disappeared into the City of the Dead, which is now watched over by the Death Blooms. You now find yourselves within the darkened corridors of the Museum of Bone. The stones beneath you are uneven and wet in spots from the moisture in the air. The damp earth accompanying the dust, giving way to the walls lined with various bones and skulls, all lined up in a macabre design. 2 rows of skulls and several rows of femurs and other such bones stacked on top of each other. The ceiling is broken, or gives the illusion as bones are crossed over each other in an X pattern, leaving gaps to the darkness above. Silence stretches before you, ominous, oppressive, much like the bodies stacked around you. It is silent. You don't even hear water dripping. Now, what would you all like to do?
Go home, have tea. Yeah, I'm out, honestly. Deidre's gonna get her black ass out of here. Don't know why she's down here to begin with. Like,
I left something on the stove. I should probably go look at it. How are we in front? I believe we were meeting with Rory.
is Rory?
Rory is
Rory
with you.
us?
Yeah, Rory's with you.
Rory caught up with us already.
Yeah.
And then we had climbed, yes.
Yeah.
I think after we had come in underground and the perfect, I think there was enough space for a centaur to go through.
There is, yes, always, yes.
Always. I love that. I love that the city thinks of us.
It's cute that you think the city's thinking about you. It's cute that you think the city gives a damn about anybody, to be honest. Place sucks ass.
We're going further in. And I think, I believe it was Ostani at the end.
Yeah. Actually, great pondering of this. Can I get Ostani and Rory, can you make spirit saving throws? And Theodora, can you make a shift weave saving throw, please?
She's already on her bullshit. Okay. I see.
Awesome.
I see.
17 plus 4.
Okay. 21. Nice.
I'm trying to get my thing to come up.
You are all good.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. And Rory?
I rolled a nat 20.
Nice. Let's go. Okay. Each of you feel that silence, almost like a wall trying to push in on you. For Ostani and for Rory, it feels like hundreds, thousands of souls calling out in this moment, all waiting to be heard. But instead of drowning in it, you're able to kind of just keep your anchor, keep your focus, and push forward. For Theodora, similarly, but instead of spirits, it's memories. And as you're kind of looking around the hallway that you find yourself in, you can see markings on the walls, either of arrows. Some people have put what looks like insignias or sigils of houses or organizations they're maybe a part of. Scratch marks on the sides from where at one point carts moved through these halls. All the memories of the shift weave waiting to be tapped into. It's like putting metal out in a lightning storm. And Theodora, you're the conductor.
Oop. Sorry, gang. Mobby.
Waiting for that connection, but you're able to center yourself. But each of you also notice this as well. Something underlying that's not gnawing just yet. There's a hunger in these catacombs. Something about this area also seems to zap energy. So, you may not have long in your explorations down into the catacombs.
Okay. I think Rory would turn around and say, did you all sense that?
As a confirmation, you see Ostani take out a bell and mutter to himself, speak, 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 and ring it as like their eyes kind of go like ghostly white to do Eyes of the Grave, just to see if there are any undead within 60 feet of us.
The walls around you light up. The undead are stuck within the walls. They're not living skeletons moving about the place. They are skulls that every now and then you see almost like... Let me ask this. What colors does Astani see when she is doing this? Is it like the infrared of like a kind of a camera to spot undead, or
I don't know
what
if it's
color?
colors, but if it's like a lot of her stuff is sound
Okay.
and weave kind of feeling, so maybe like strings. But you said it was like if it's like not whole undead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be little spots like infrared, like little what's it called, the yarn balls, kind of like
Yeah.
looking like.
Yeah. You see them light up in the room that you're in forward. But again, it's not whole skeletal bodies because there are no, as much as there are skeletons within the room that you're in, right? Easily 100 to 200 skulls that you're kind of standing in the vicinity of in this mini entrance area into the Museum of Bone. It is every now and then you get an infrared pop as like a skull opens up its jaw and then closes it. Like as a what looks like a hand holding a brazier at the end, about halfway down the hall. It looks like kind of twisting and almost illuminating the light a little bit more, almost like a hand adjusting after it's been holding something for a long time. The place you're living in or staying in right now is alive in some vicinities, but not entirely. But none seem to be hostile towards you. If anything, they're just, much like many spirits do, just watching.
They look to Rory. There's a nod. Yes, we are not alone. Everything is awake, not slumbering. Oh, too many little pieces just scattered about. Ahead of us, and then repeats like how many they can see in a good range to both Rory and Deodora.
Are you going to be all right down here?
It's just overwhelming and surprising that so many haven't been put to rest. But
Overwhelming in what sense?
auditory sensitivity, visual sensitivity, just too much close to the door where you can hear the whispering and you don't understand what it's being said, but you can't pull yourself away to get peace of mind.
I offer Astani a hand and go, would you like some help with that?
They will hold your hand to get resolve, but there's no shaking. It's just that we are amongst the undead and like a confirmation. Yes. But lead on. This is tight quarters, and as long as you know what's ahead of us, I will prepare in the back.
Okay. I'll walk slowly, and I'm going to try while we're walking down this hall to guide Astani through an exercise.
Okay. Why don't you do a perception check as you go for me, please?
Of course, you would want me to take this time to perceive things. That is a 16.
Perfect. With a 16, you see a couple spots where there are puddles on the ground from moisture in the air kind of collecting.
Mhm.
Every now and then, each of you kind of hear it, and it sounds almost like wind chimes, and you realize it's the sound of bones shifting within the wall. Every now and then, too, and I think, Rory, you're more attuned to this since you're focusing on the exercise, focusing on the environment around you as well. It sounds like almost exactly what Astani just mentioned, words too close to a closed door. You can hear what sounds like the skulls almost talking to themselves, not necessarily making sense. Speaking various languages too, as these skulls are not all humanoid. Some of them are much larger creatures. You can see the skull of a minotaur down here, as well as even larger creatures embedded into the walls as well. But you keep hearing these voices repeating phrases just out of earshot, over and over. A voice that probably at one point held emotion, concern, worry, but now sounds devoid of everything it once held when there was life there. And you're welcome to do a history check because you're part of the Orenthal. You would know some things. You've been down in the catacombs. Granted, not in this City of the Dead area, but the vaults you are very familiar with.
Okay. History is one of my not great rolls, but I rolled a nat 20 on it anyway.
Dang.
Apparently, today is the day I know stuff.
Apparently. With this, a memory comes to mind of your time with Benji and the rest of the Orenthal. And not that you're not allowed within the City of the Dead, but just for those within the Orenthal to exercise even more caution. For if the myth of the two sisters is to be believed, Orenthal members are not always welcome within the City of the Dead. In the City of the Dead, specifically, the Death Plumes are not always the most welcome within the vaults.
The what now? The death what?
The Death Plumes.
Okay.
That's the organization that is still operating within the City of the Dead, although no member has been like spotted or found probably within the last 100 years. But a lot of them do live down here and are known to move about. Their insignia, for your information, is a lily in the moon. So, and as mentioned, you've explored the vaults pretty thoroughly, but the City of the Dead, probably, I don't think you've been down here, at least not on purpose. You might have stumbled in here in your adventures, but
It's probably like restricted area type of stuff.
and the other complication with the City of the Dead is specifically once you get past a certain point, usually the first level, the labyrinth is said to change every so often, which makes their operations even harder to kind of keep track of.
I'm guessing because people who make it in don't always make it back out.
Exactly. So something to kind of keep in mind too as you progress forward with that. But there's no persons with a bow and arrow cocked at your direction ready for a fight. Nothing like that. But it's just things that I think are popping into your mind over the conversation. Benji jokingly teasing that, he could take you down to the City of Dead for, I think, like your initiation. into the Orenthal proper. We gotta, break in. And after a night of drinking, let's, maybe go stop and see the roses. Or was it the lilies? That I think memory kind of resurfaces in your mind. With a few of the other members of the Orenthal immediately giving warning looks to Benji to shut the fuck up, essentially. So,
Of looks of stern disapproval.
exactly. Because probably Blackstone at the time probably was like, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So, just something to keep in mind as you were progressing forward. What ritual are you bringing Astani through?
So I do what a scientist does, starting with audio cues, because Rory's background is in building things, spends a lot of time making plans and drawing up stuff, but also smithing, and knows about the importance of ear protection.
Mm-hmm.
Asani, I would like you to try to imagine something. If you could imagine an adornment to cover your ears that would allow you to better, perhaps, filter out the sounds that you are hearing, or make them sound a bit distant, what would that look like for you?
Repeat that for me.
I want you to imagine what an ear adornment would look like that would make loud sounds a little bit quieter.
Ooh. A jewelry, a charm that attaches to the hair or the outer like piercings of their ears that can go into like a, what's it called? The like the loops, the like a yeah, an earplug, yeah.
Like a little loop earplug.
Yeah, we're gonna order you some loop.
Thank you.
Some loop
I think
earplugs.
that's what it's called.
So I want you to try to hold that image as firmly in your mind as you can now that you have it.
I see it.
If you will indulge me, I want you to place this item that you have described in your ears.
All right.
And while you were visualizing this, DM,
Yes.
I'm going to ask to do some nonsense here, right? And the nonsense is I want to make a spirit roll.
Okay.
For us, I want to make a spirit roll where I can use, I guess, some of my spirit as a catalyst to help Asani actually make these earplugs for themselves.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Because we have learned that we can use spirit energy to make actual objects.
Yes, you can. And you've done that before for Deodora back in Illipin.
A cloche. That was me learning what that word was.
Yep.
So what do I need to roll you for that?
So with that, I would say a dexterity check to see how well you can craft the design.
A dex check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, not a saving throw, like dex plus, just like a roll plus my.
Yeah, if probably more accurately sleight of hand because you're using your hands to craft this very specific
okay.
item very elegantly.
Okay. That sleight of hand check there is going to be a 20.
Nice.
A total of 20.
I figured
to
as
be
much.
clear.
I was gonna say, if that is your third natural 20, Sid, we might need to check your dice. But
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
anyways, Sin, would you mind describing what it looks like as you are imbuing a bit of your soul, your spirit, and crafting these items for Astani in this moment?
Astani, what would you say the color of your spirit energy is?
I believe I described it as like iridescent, so like purple, pink.
So there would be an arc of lightning that looks indigo in color that comes in contact with Astani, and some of their energy, iridescent, takes the shape of this item that they're holding in their mind. As they're approaching their ears, that item materializes. So you're just like, okay, this is a spiritual exercise, and you feel a physical thing by the time you touch your ears.
I think it's like that instant of like, right? And then just. Wait, can you hear? Oh, you can hear me. Oh, and then they put it back in.
Astani's volume just got loud, like increased. Like,
Oh, boy.
can you guys hear me?
Now it's like reverberating all the way down the hallway.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah, people definitely know we're here now.
Oh my apologies. That was astounding. I've only heard of it but never tampered. That is. We have to work on this later. The amount of the mind will wander with the amount of possibilities with this.
Well, mine often does. Part of the reason, I suppose, that I choose cubes.
You know, I remember when I was having problems with sound, he just gave me some earwax. I mean, candle wax. Not earwax. We're not Shrek. So
If I ever learned how to shape the energies of the shadow wave, if I could shape the energies of history itself. This is not the time for such a musing.
yeah, and also probably don't do that, I think. Though, I mean, this armor is technically made of history if you think about it.
Yes.
While they were doing that.
Yes, fair. You wanted to do it.
At the same time. Because you said, like, when we walked in, like, they got hit with, like, I got hit with a bunch of shift weave, like, just kind of wanting, why I'm so off.
No,
right
I'm
now.
fixing it right now. Don't worry. I'm
Okay,
fixing it.
okay.
I
Like,
noticed it because I had you aligned, and then I think you might have shifted a little bit, so I'm fixing it right now. Don't worry.
Probably shifted for the other overlay.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Let me actually just not have stream up. That.
Yeah, trust I got you. I
I'm
got
not
you.
looking at
If
me,
you
so I'm not looking at myself.
if
Okay.
you move, I got you.
Because it does it seem like with the shift weave, sort of like finding me as like a conduit that it's like. I guess lonely is the only word I can think of. Like, hasn't had anyone come through that could understand it in a while. Like, is that why it jumped to me? Okay.
I'm not gonna make you even roll. It's one of those things that, like, oh, I can feel this thing is like tons of stories that have yet to be told or were snuffed out before their time that are now dying to be told, pun not intended, obviously, but like all of that history of this place has been around since Jorix has been founded.
Yeah.
Is there waiting?
Then if I can, I want to reach out to it with my own shift weave and maybe like I don't want to say assimilate because that feels like a gross word to use.
Sure.
But maybe like offer it offer these stories a new place, a new home if they want to
You want to resonate?
go somewhere. Yes.
Okay. That's the word I was thinking you were going with, but
Yes. No, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, we can do that. It is going to be another shift weave check
Okay.
just to see, because how many stories are you trying to resonate with? Are you doing one? Are you doing all of them?
Is there? I mean, I think she would like to do all of them, but knows that their time here is limited, so she doesn't really have that availability. Is there one that seems louder than the rest? Like that's like screaming to be told?
Roll a D100.
Oh, you always make me get out the dice I don't fucking have.
You've got the special armor and abilities. I mean,
Yeah, but it's not. You act like we use this every single episode. Like I'm supposed to remember I need a D100.
listen. You want cool stuff? You're gonna get cool
45.
dice. 45. Okay. Okay, interesting. Can you roll a D4?
Again. I only take out the dice that's on my character sheet.
I'm sorry.
3.
3. Okay, thank you. It's been a minute, so I'm refreshing myself on the story because I wrote a bunch just in case this popped up. The first one that you are able to resonate with and not overwhelm. Again, because you're taking these stories in. If you take too many at a time, it could overwhelm you completely. Very similar to what the armor has done to several of the users of the past.
There's part of me that wants to be like, let's fucking do it. but I won't. Overwhelm you, bitch. You can try.
What comes to mind isn't the person whose memories you're now seeing the story. They could be a Minotaur, they could be a Triton. That is unclear, but their perspective is there. And it goes back, you can feel in the shift weave the memories that are there. These are slightly older, not as old as the armor itself, but if memories could be slightly stale, this one is slightly stale. And they go back about 5 years.
Okay.
And this individual, it looks like very similarly went missing. They found themselves on a rainy night, hiding within the mausoleum that you all had just entered, looking for shelter. New to the city of Dorix, unable to stay within an inn and a tavern, not having that money, and finding solace in the one thing when you are desperate enough for shelter in the cold. They stumbled within the mausoleum. Their curiosity got the better of them, and they wound up down here. And the image that comes to mind looks like it's not a hallway yet you've passed, but at some point there is a fork in the pathing. Left, right, and forward. They choose to go right, and the memory abruptly cuts.
Like they were just snuffed out immediately. Maybe fell into a trap or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said this was about 5 years ago that
About
this
5
happened?
years ago. Yep.
Okay. Is it okay, and I'll ask this above table because I don't want to take up too much time. Would y'all be okay if I try to search for maybe 1 or 2 more stories? Because I had some ideas.
Listen, this, I've had at least 3 episodes at this point of me running away with a random idea. Please do the history thing. This is the door, and I'm here for.
Okay. Then I want to try to. There's 2 different stories that I want to try to find.
Okay.
I want to try to find one that's like a little like a dim light, like almost like the light of like a newly born star that's flickering and you can't really, or even like a dying star that's like kind of being smothered out by a lot of the other stories, but it's still like a little shine.
Sure.
If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
something that's maybe older that I would assume would be kind of maybe fading away but still clinging onto life.
Sure. Okay.
Roll.
Yes, you'll do a shift weave check with this one because this is precision.
Okay. I'm gonna use Sparky to give me
I
advantage.
figured as much.
Oh, this one's cocked. Oh, I did not do well. I will use an inspiration. Okay, 16. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
30-20.
Mhm.
Okay. And then can you do another D100 roll?
I did. I got 91.
Oh, good job. Okay. The memory that comes to mind is old. Honestly, it's the threads of the shift weave as they're kind of appearing, those kind of black tendrils. You can see they're dulled in places, falling away. This is a book that needs to be held very, very carefully because of how brittle it is. An old woman comes forward to you, and through her eyes, you see the city of Jorix thousands of years ago at this point. Just that solid strand road, not what it is today. Instead, you see these large walls, almost like a fortress, around just a simple set of streets. You can see in the distance on the hilltop what looks like markers for eventually where the castle is built. But this strand, this lifeblood of the city, and the surrounding hills, nature even more present than obviously it is today, and integrated within the city, not separate.
Mhm.
And you see this old woman moving through the streets. She has at her side a parcel which you can feel a slight bit of fear in her mind as she is moving through some guards at that point. She's smuggling what looks to be some weapons
Mm.
through the city.
Okay, Mima.
She's moving through the city with some weapons. And you can see the insignia on the side is indeed one that Rory has, which is the Orenthal seal,
I figured.
being paired up with them. She disappears down several alleys until she faces the wall. You've seen this wall. This wall, or what remains of it, which is now just a few stones, is right by Aries' house. Cutting her off from the main vessel that is the strand. She is still part of the strand, but that
Yeah.
main blood vessel. And there's a symbol
Okay.
on it, on the side of an Orenthal entrance. She taps the wall 3 times and disappears into it. And you see for a moment what is known as the vaults beneath these series of tunnels, but large spaces where people are living. There are entire homes set up in large alcoves, the cells as they're often called, living life much as they do above ground. And she makes her way towards what looks to be a slightly smaller cell at the end of the hall. And in there, a small family lives. And she drops her pouch with what looks like several swords, some makeshift guns, it looks like 2, giving them to her son, who looks to be probably about his 40s, give or take, as he's getting ready to head up to the surface. to begin his work for the evening. A hug is given, and you see Shiftweave pass between them. A very familiar sign. It's of good luck and a goodbye. And that was the last time she saw her son, as he disappeared up to the surface. She died searching for him. Never found him. And she wants to make sure that someone knew that her son was missing. And that search still continues.
Okay, that answers my question.
Yep.
Okay. And then part of me wants to find her son. No, but it kind of assumed too that if he was here, she would have found him. Like their stories would have connected.
Yeah.
After 1,000 years. So what I'd like to, so this place seems, not this area itself, but just like there, you said there's like a hunger that's sort of coming in from like further down the catacombs.
Yeah.
I guess I want to find a story where at a point where like the corruption of this place started.
Okay.
So I will.
Good question.
Check. Ooh boy, not good. Is it another inspiration? Not good at all.
What did you roll?
I got a 2 and a 3 on the die.
Ooh.
So you can have a 16.
Yeah.
Thank
I had a feeling you were going to
Okay.
use your ability. This
Okay.
is the perfect time to use it.
And then would I add my modifier to that or no? It's just
Yes,
16?
you would. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like that. Like that 16 is basically
Your new
whatever
roll.
you rolled on the die.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
roll is a 16.
Okay, because I don't know if it's changed since the last time I looked at it, because it used to be like that is what you get, like you don't add anything to it.
Nope. You can.
So that would be another dirty 20.
Nice.
I will boost this though. I did use, I'll be honest, I did use one of my inspiration die, so, and I got a 5 on that, so 25.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And then D100 roll with that.
Oh right. 88.
88. Okay. Another memory comes to mind. You're not in the vaults. You're in this moment running through the Museum of Bone. Further down. How you know it's further down? It's colder. A lot colder. And there is fear racing through your heart in this moment. You can hear large noises moving behind you of something eating its way down the tunnel. There's other cries as other people are crying in this moment out. Your garb that you're wearing is older. Not as old as the old woman that you just saw, but probably, give or take, 500 years. And you are not a soldier, you are a citizen moving through the streets. So the noise gets louder. And eventually you can see racing along the chambers of the City of Bone, darkness. Shiftweave that is also running.
Mm-hmm.
And another memory pops into your mind. Back up in the mountains. When you were working to retrieve the armor, you had a vision of the Shiftweave champion standing against the void.
Mm-hmm.
That same...
The first champion, right?
Mm-hmm. Standing against alone.
Mm-hmm.
That same hunger disappearing into nothing. With this, you see it not only latching onto the Shiftweave, which is almost using the walls to anchor itself into memory into the shadows, trying to find any way to escape. You see the void latching onto it similarly. Behind, you can hear the ricocheting of spells as they're cast, and then as the spells are unable to be produced, because even the magic within the air is being sucked in by this void. Something happened down here, the origin of which you don't exactly know, as the person doesn't either. But this seems to be within the last hour of it happening. And the person was able to escape the void, but got lost within the catacombs. So a void of a different kind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So void was here at some point, if not still here. Maybe even remnants of it are still here. Okay. I think knowing that there are other stories that are trying to be told, Deodora will sort of whisper into the shift weave. If I can, I will come back and listen to the rest of you. Or I will send others to do so. Just hang on for a little bit longer.
And I think you hear, kind of similarly to what Rory was experiencing, again, every now and then the chatter of skulls. Almost like they're answering, but what they're saying exactly not necessarily going through.
Is the tone of it coming through?
Mm-hmm. Some are seemingly thankful, appreciative. Others seem to be angered that their story wasn't brought forward, but such is the way of the keeper of the stories. You're not necessarily going to please everybody.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can do right now.
And I think I try to impart that feeling to them, like, I am just one person. But I do want to make sure that you are not forgotten. And I will explain to my companions, like, what I experienced and, like, what I think might have been down here and or maybe still down here in some capacity.
Sure.
Shall we keep moving then?
Maybe.
Oh, you talked to Sin.
I said, a very curious thing. I'm not quite sure what to make of it, but also, yes, we should probably keep moving.
All right.
You know, if I had the time, and maybe some of the know-how, I'd be inclined to do that myself. I think there was a shift weave-in librarian during my time.
Oh, Javian.
We had obviously a very different set of skills, but I think we were definitely of one mind about the importance of keeping records about things.
Yeah, I remember him from the vision that we had. Or the flashback. Whatever. He's still there. In Falk. Or some form of him.
I would like to see him. I think I would just like to see him. I was, I suppose as you all understand it now, a little bit more dormant, let's say, when you last saw him.
Well.
Has he kept well?
I mean, he's just shift weave now. clinging on to preserve the stories of Felk. I guess well, no, because Rory's a keeper, so I can say it to him, right?
Yeah.
That is the kind of turn of fate that only a poet could write, I guess.
I suppose. Maybe later, when we're out of this place, you can revisit some of Blackstone's memories, and maybe if we have the time, we can go back. I think I have a better way of preserving those stories now.
Well, I suppose that is good for the both of you. I wonder how long this cavern is. It has been some time, according to the memories I have on hand, since we've been this way.
I mean, people have gotten lost down here. So even if this tunnel is short, it probably forks into another or several others.
Yes, and the further you go, the more difficult it becomes to retrace your steps.
You're part of the Orenthals, right? Where Blackstone was.
Yes.
Perhaps there are symbols that can help lead the way. I saw one in one of the memories.
Was that here?
No, it was in the Strand. There used to be a wall that would, I don't know, teleport people if they knocked a certain time, or it was a secret. I'm not sure. I've said this before, I don't do the magic stuff. But it seemed like there was a hidden resistance even 1,000 years ago.
Since we're in this hallway, could I roll to see how much Ostani knows about the Orenthals?
Yeah.
And I suppose while that's happening, I'm going to see about rolling an investigation as we're down here, because we're looking for Boneweaver thread, and I want to know if he's seen evidence that such a creature has been in the area.
I can tell you right now without you rolling, Rory, no. You have not come across any webbing. A lot of bone. This place is pretty well kept. There's no cobwebs or anything on this floor that you've noticed so far. So you don't even have to roll for that.
Okay.
Stani, what did you get for the Orenthal?
That is that history?
Yes, that would be a history check.
It is at 13.
13. The Orenthal, it's one of those, again, it's myth with reality. You've heard bits and pieces in your time. You very well could have also treated Orenthal members, but they keep their order very secret. They are known largely now to go out in the open seas, although granted, with everything that's been going on in the dock district, they've been relegated to land for the most part. They have come in pretty clutch in times of dire need in the past. There was an epidemic that was sweeping through Jorix that the Orenthal, through one way or another, was able to smuggle in medicine to be able to assist those that were sick with it, well before that of the nobility and council were able to. They're also the ones that typically, in times of trouble, usually have extra stockade with food, shelter. The vaults are always there, available. They also make sure that some of the more seedy thieves guilds that don't have the best interest of the people of Jorix know their place. In a way, and you've kind of heard this as well, they're almost the hound dogs of the underworld, making sure that order is kept, peace is kept. Largely unproblematic. Varero and his group of Crownsguard have definitely spun that, hey, there is a reward if you turn in an Orenthal member. But no one has been turned in. It's kind of a hidden...
Ain't no one snitching.
Yeah, it's kind of a hidden secret amongst many of the people of Jorix that this is their secret and their way of ruling over Jorix. But they don't believe in being flashy. They like to move in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes within the city's walls themselves.
Yeah, there's just like that blink of information as like Astani's hearing and just thinking that to themselves of like, I see, and placing that, the name again, Blackstone, to got it. But they're not saying anything. They're just nodding behind everyone as they're walking down this long hallway.
Astani's conspiracy board grow.
And eventually, after probably the next 10 or 15 minutes of you all walking, again, the crinkling of bone every so often, those just out of reach voices every so often too. Eventually you reach a fork in a road with a path going left, path going forward, and a path going to the right.
Is this the same path I saw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we absolutely don't want to go right. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Then we won't. Unless that's where we're supposed to go, and, I guess we will figure it out once we come around.
5 years ago, somebody went down that path, and then their story just ended there, so...
No, I have tea later on. I cannot do that.
Can we do, like, investigation rolls or something to see if you can find, like, a mark of the Orenthal down here?
Yeah.
Sparky help. Oh, nat 20, bitch.
Let's go.
Sparky helped. Sparky fucking helped. He came through. So that's gonna be investigation. I just got a +1 to that. 21.
Oh. In this hallway that you're in, you notice that there is one of those skeletal hands that's holding a torch off to the right and to the left, kind of in between each of the tunnels. The word escaped me for a minute. And you see as the right hand kind of adjusts a little bit, kind of stretching itself out a little bit more, you see carved into the side, honestly, you because you rolled so well, carved into the side, super small, you see the mark of the Orenthal, marking the center path.
To mark the side.
Marking the center path.
Right?
It's on the right
Okay.
side, but it's
okay.
of the three torches, it's the one marking the center path.
Okay. We go forward. There's I point out the marking to my companions so they don't think I'm just like, arbitrary. Or having like
squirrel, it's that way.
Some kind of weird like psychic vision. That's so Raven style. I'm just like, we go we go straight. This is the only time I'll ever ask y'all to go straight.
I should hope so.
All right. You progress
I said
forward.
send one of the like dancing lights forward, like what the end of its range is ahead of us, so that we have like a preview of what's coming before we get there.
Sure. Can definitely do that. Okay. All right. Moving my notes for a second. Why don't we get perception checks as you're going?
Oh, your perception's good. Not today, though.
No, me, same. I got a 13.
13.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm not muted before I say anything. Okay, you said perception. Perception
Yes.
is a 19.
Perfect.
I have a +8, which is incredible for perception, but I rolled a 1, so I have a
Oh
9.
no. Okay. All right. Astani, I think you're just adjusting still to the new item that you got from Rory a little bit. So you're
Mhm.
still getting acclimated. You know, it's
Whoa,
a centaur size hallways and stuff, but still it's a little bit unsettling to be surrounded because I imagine still you're every now and then you're just getting a little boink, boink, boink as like undead is popping off every so often.
Yeah, they're probably just messing with it over and over, like wondering how that was.
Huh.
Better
It's
better
loud,
1, better
quiet,
2,
loud,
better
quiet,
3, better
loud,
4.
quiet.
Being a the ear doctor.
Can Sakali now help give you like a help action?
So Kali could, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they do mostly spirit stuff, so this is... yes, please.
Yeah.
Sakali, wake up. Sakali, you have to wake up. I trained you.
That is a 9 + 8.
9 + 8. Okay.
17.
Nicely done. So as you all move through, you notice that with this hallway, similarly to what you were experiencing before, it's slowly on a decline as you're descending further. The hallway seems to expand every so often, as there's these little alcoves on either side that will pop up where you see what looks like small kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Specific skulls maybe on tables, a tribute station, etc. Like, I'm blanking on the actual word.
Like an altar?
Thank you. Yes, the word was there. I just couldn't find it. Small altars on either side where special skulls have been laid out onto the middle of the table with candles that are still lit. Interestingly enough, it doesn't look like the candles are burnt all the way through. So these look like they've been freshly lit, probably replaced. And with these altars, you can see that there are every now and then weapons that have been laid with them, laid to rest. Some have cloth of different temples from the temple district also marked up here. These skulls that you can tell based upon your perception checks date back at least 100 years, so no one recent. But these do seem to be small offerings and tributes to those that have passed. As you get past this area, the hallway rounds to the left. And it's at this point that you all start to hear noises, a little bit more than the kind of chattering of skulls. Every now and then it sounds like almost like a hack, like the Astani, you've heard it before, the cough that lingers when someone's about to pass on, that dying death rattle moving through. And it sounds like several individuals are moving through this hallway just off up ahead as it kind of expands into a much larger room. Can I get stealth checks if you all are moving stealthily, please?
Okay. Do this with disadvantage, bitch.
I was going to say no, not from Deodora, because Deodora don't move stealthily.
Stani doesn't either.
And
Neither
then right
does
in the middle of
Astani.
us.
You went too loud, like unstealthy.
Look, I have a +2. This horse can be, the centaur can be quiet.
I am going to use an inspiration. It's not helpful, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Not today, though, because that is a 1 + 2.
13. Okay.
Not today, though, because it's a 1 + 2 for a 3.
Okay.
That's 2 1s.
Okay. It has to balance because of since nat 20s earlier. Balance it out. And Sin, what did you get?
I got a total of 29.
Damn.
So Rory's gone. And if I could flavor this, like Rory disappears, and I think that's why. Dude, where did Rory go?
And Astani is like, I should have left a couple of bells so that we know where we came from. And wait, what? What do you mean Rory's gone?
That's what our stealth checks give us. Us being like loudly whispering, "Where did Rory go?"
And why are there now 2 tunnels instead of 3? Wait.
So, Astani, I'm going to ask you this. How would you like to flavor your 3?
What fucking hot
She got a
fudge,
little bells.
bitch.
No.
Just kidding.
I don't know. Feel free. I
think maybe as you're adjusting to your new item, doing the in, out, 1, 2 better, you kind of stumble a little bit as the rocks into this room are a little bit more uneven. So your hooves kind of have to adjust really quickly. And that sends a loud, resounding noise as kind of the many baubles that you wear kind of collide with the hallway for a second. And it's at this point you hear several snarls. And that is where we're going to take our break. So
rude.
We are going to take a quick break, y'all, for about 10 minutes. Please get up, stretch, move around. Go follow us on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube. Hi. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. So see you all very shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome on in and welcome back as we are going to be diving into the second half of this episode. As a heads up, we do have content warnings in place, which our lovely mods have been popping in every now and then. But as a reminder, Ampistrano may contain intense themes and descriptions, including but not limited to death, darkness, heightened levels of stress, descriptions of injured and slain individuals, ghosts, spirits, monstrous creatures, hallucinations, visions, possession, existential crises, complex and complicated relationships, missing and kidnapped people, grief, regret, and romance. Please stay safe as you travel beyond the veil and prioritize your well-being. Thank you, mods. You all are incredible. So, go ahead and get our music ready to go. And we'll get started. So, if you are just joining us, Astani, Rory, and Theodora found themselves within the Museum of Bone, heading deeper within the catacombs of the Graveyard District, all in search for the thread of a bone weaver, as well as any clues of where those that have been taken by the organization of the Ouroboros may have been taken, as the catacombs have been utilized. Through their experiences so far, Rory assisted Astani with getting a little bit more acclimated to the surrounding area, immediately noticing that there was a lot of undead around as well. And Theodora began her work as a story collector, connecting with several of the spirits that still remain here, getting some interesting clues about what paths to take, as well as perhaps a warning of what might be ahead. As they continued their explorations, finding themselves nearing the end of this level, a dead end, they heard some strange noises of snarling and death kind of croaking. And that is where we're picking up, as unfortunately Astani made a bit of noise, which has caught their attention.
No, I didn't.
Unfortunately. So, with that, before you, you now see 4 individuals in this room, all of them humanoid in nature. Skin pale gray. 3 of the individuals seem to have almost these kind of rotted bandages wrapped around their arms and their feet, where claws stick out of the bandages. As they turn in your direction, eyes blue, almost like a vibrant, like neon blue. And you can see that one of these individuals is currently chomping on a bloodied arm. The other, towards the back, is a slightly larger of the group. Long claws cascading down towards the ground, think Wolverine. Tongue looming out of its mouth as it's kind of taking in the scent of the air. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Now, chat, I just want to let y'all know that right before we came back, this bitch had the nerve to say, "You're going to go into combat. Good luck.
Good luck."
No. I think you'll be fine.
I think you'll be fine. It'll be okay. It'll be totally fine.
Now, make sure y'all remember that, because if we TPK, you know who to blame. And I'm pointing like you see who I'm pointing to, but you know who I'm pointing to. Thank you.
If this is my 3rd one, you know who to point to as well.
Yeah.
So, what did everyone get?
15.
Okay.
22.
A 20.
Okay. All right. So first up is going to be the figure with the long tongue. As, let's see. It is further back in terms of this room that you find yourselves in. It is a large chamber. And you can see actually in the back of the room what looks to be another one of those altars. But instead of having a single skull on the mantle, there are 3. Bones, again, decorating the sides of the room. The floor is littered with bones with both fresh body parts as well as very well decayed body parts as well. As these creatures loom forward. 3 that all look very similar are a little bit closer. They're about 15 feet away. And then the one in the back with the long tongue is probably about 20 feet back. The entire chamber is about 30 feet by 30 feet. So the one in the back, unfortunately, immediately clocked you, Astani. And yep, it's going to do that. It's going to raise its long clawed hand in your direction, and I need you to make a dexterity savings throw, please.
It's 3 + 2, 5.
Okay. So with that, immediately you hear the whistling sound in the air as it looks like the nails shoot out in your direction, hitting you for 10 points of slashing damage. One immediately, I imagine, collides with your shoulder, kind of just clipping it. Another seems to be aiming for your right side. Again, not going through. It seems like it's just kind of cutting you, grazing you. And the last one cuts the side of your cheek. As that happens.
Could I do a reaction to that first creature?
Of course you can.
With Warcaster, they will do. Let's just keep it. Yeah, let's do a cantrip. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So that is a dexterity saving throw.
All right. All right. That is going to be a 17.
That is not enough.
Okay.
So they will take some radiant damage.
All right. What does it look like?
Oh, whatever's that? Well, actually, now there's the damage. That is, it is just sharp motes of light that are like a like star rays and like bright, almost a little blinding in this, catacombs, in the and just flying through like little stars and like comets, but fast and warm. That my sacred flame has a 3d8 + 4. That was 22.
Dang, nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. Those beams of light, I imagine almost coming down like stars, hitting the beast in the back, which gives out another kind of gurgle of sound, which echoes through the chamber. It is... Yep, it is going to leap forward, and I need all 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Which one is this?
This is the one in the back with the long tongue.
Oh, it's still just doing stuff. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Astani had a reaction thing, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a 14.
14.
Not good, Bob. You said con saving throw?
Yes,
Oh,
con
wait,
save.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I was gonna say, you have good con.
I do have no, it's not about my con save bonus. It's about the things that I roll.
Yeah, that's what
You know. But that's an 18.
Okay.
That is a 20.
Okay. Immediately this.
Did we get 18, 19, 20?
Yeah, you did.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. This thing leaps forward, snarling as it does so, and as it lands, this kind of green mist kind of seems to emanate from around him. Immediately, it smells like rot, burnt flesh, death itself, but just for a moment, each of you feel disgusted and feels like it might stop you in your place, but you're able to shrug that off completely. As we now move to Rory. It is your turn. Then Astani, you're on deck. And I will put the initiative in the Zoom so you all can see it.
Dearest DM, would it be a fair assumption to assume that this is an undead creature?
Let me look.
I think it's
It is.
Like an assumption. I think that's not even an assumption. I think that's just a fact. Like,
Yes. You can easily bet that all 4 of these creatures are undead.
Oh, okay. How close together are they?
Well, the one leaped from the back forward, so they're within 5 feet of you. The others are about 15 feet back.
So from me to those creatures in the back is 15 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
And then the one right up on you, which is 5 feet.
So there is this from Rory. Well, if you're volunteering, and he sticks a single finger in the air, there is a glow of silver from that, and each of these creatures takes actually, hold on, I need to go and roll that. Where are they? There is, you would think the pointy triangle caltrop looking things would be easier to find when I need to find them.
Right? It's always the case where it's like, nope.
Every one of them takes 6 radiant damage.
Okay. What does it look like?
There is what looks like a pulsing light of silver at the end of Rory's finger, and then a 20-foot circle from that creature, like the edge of that circle and backward, makes like a sphere that is the same color.
I love it.
For everybody watching at home, it's Lunar Beacon. Normally that has a dex saving throw, but if you're an undead or a fiend, you automatically fail.
Yeah. Yep. Nicely done. I figured as much fair, but I was like, let me just pop a picture in just in case it wasn't clear.
For chat, Jordan sent pictures of the creatures that we're fighting, and I said, we've all played Baldur's Gate 3. We know what they look like.
Oh, I don't know what they look like because I have yet to play that game.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Get out.
Sin might.
Get out. You have to
No.
leave.
It's like, no, like you haven't done your homework for the episode. Go fix it. Which, fair. That is a fair response.
But yeah, these are the creatures you're facing. So the long-tailed one, or long-tongued one, and then the one that was munching on an arm.
Okay, and then I'm in its threat space, so I can't move without summoning attacks of opportunity. So for my bonus action, I am going to place a hunter's mark on the large creature in front of me.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Next, we move to Astani.
In this area, how much space do we have? Because Astani was at the back.
Correct.
And how many, could you tell me how the creatures are placed compared to Rory?
So there's one that's right up on all 3 of you. Even though you're in the back, it's right up, so about 5 feet. The rest, the 3 ghouls, are 15 feet back, about halfway through the room. The room itself is 30 by 30.
Got it. Can I move towards them without affecting anybody else?
Mhm.
Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. And Theodora doesn't need to be moved closer. We're all close up. Great. So I don't have to do adjust position. I think for their bonus action, they're going to charge at the creature that's right up against us, pretty much straightforward charge at them
Okay.
before doing a spell.
Sounds good.
That is a 15 plus 5 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 3 plus 3. Just charge at them for 6 damage.
Okay.
And when they get right up and close, they will put up their spirit guardians.
Wonderful.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Which this thing is not great with. That is gonna, I think that'll work. That's an 11, which I don't think actually works. So.
Yeah. That is 3d8. Five, 2, 6, 5, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. 13 points of damage.
Mhm.
Perfect.
And
All
that
right.
will be 13 points of radiant damage.
All right. What does it look like with your guardians?
I think because this is a hall of voices and like just everyone that's alive, the spirits from Hercules kind of coming through from the boat trying to pull things down. So as they like come around Ostani, they just, after they had charged them, they come around and wrap Ostani, and then their hands are just grabbing at the creature.
Love it.
I imagine it as like each one of them go around in a circle. When they get a hold of it, they're like almost like sucking the energy out of them, and then like the next one comes up and keeps going around in a circle.
Amazing. Okay. Anything else that you wish to do with Stani?
I think that will be it.
All right. Next up is the ghouls, who the one that was chomping on the arm immediately drops it, seeing that they have fresher prey in the vicinity. Since it is moving, all three of them are moving into your range of spiritual guardians. They have to make a wisdom save, correct? As they move through? Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to ask that reminder because I'm going to forget. Okay. That is going to be a 17.
Nope.
Okay.
Their speed is also halved.
Perfect. And do they take damage then because of that loss?
Yes, they take
for
half
going into
damage
the
on a
spirit
success.
damage.
Yeah. I was. How much
Oh,
is
you
the
drew-
damage?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll for damage.
Thank you.
Sorry, I thought you were rolling an attack when you said 17.
Nope.
That's 14 plus 8.
Dang. That's a lot of points. Okay.
22 bitch, 22 radiant.
22. All right. These things are already not looking great.
Get him. I guess Sonny just got this.
All right.
Sonny got this. I'm just gonna sit back.
I said there was tea.
Listen.
We have a time. The time is important.
All right. So, three ghouls have moved in the vicinity. One is going to make a slashing attack on you, Astani.
Are they all within 5 feet of us now?
Mm-hmm. They're all within range.
I'm gonna use my reaction to attack that one that's attacking
Okay.
Astani.
That's a natural 20 on Astani.
What's my fucking attack bonus? I never remember this off the top of my head.
Wait, this one's doing a crit on Astani?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
24 to
Astani,
hit that one.
Don't you have a thing for that?
Yeah.
She already
I was
used her
gonna ask.
reaction.
Yeah, she already used her reaction this
Yeah.
round. Sorry, what was that, Fair?
24 to hit.
24 does hit, yes.
Cool. That's just gonna be 14 damage.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I have bullshit.
I know you do.
One sec.
Oh, wait, hold on. Has this thing on Astani resolved yet?
No, we're doing reaction first.
I'm using my reaction.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
resolving it.
Did he use it to make a melee attack? Oh, okay, that's Sentinel. Its speed is now 0 because I hit it.
Okay.
And once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, that's okay. No, these don't come into play. So
Okay.
its speed is 0, and the amount of damage I said it takes.
Okay. Good to know. All right, Sin, what is your question? Because I know you were cooking up something.
No, never mind. I can't use her for this.
Okay. All right. Slash comes down on you. The first one is the nat 20. Let me go ahead and just roll the second. That is going to also hit. I believe that is going to be a 21. So the first one that hits against you, Astani, as it slashes down immediately onto you, going from your upper shoulder where the first kind of nail went. Seems like it's trying to open up the wounds and connect. Slashing down to your right side, dealing, it looks like 19 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution savings throw, please.
3.
Okay.
And how much damage was it? 19?
19, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. And then
You said you rolled a 3
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on your saving throw.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna make that a 16 because I need things to not happen to you. Thanks.
Okay, good, because that, Astani, for a moment, you felt like your limbs were going to lock up, stopping you from moving, and you are able to shake that off. As the next slash goes through, and that is going to be 17 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make another con save. 16. Okay. Again, you feel that kind of settling in, almost like venom going into the wound, and you're able to just shake it off. As Rory, what does it look like as you were assisting with this?
I literally just take out, like, I want to say, calling on like some of the history for what might be down here.
Mm-hmm.
I take out a syringe and just like stab Asadi with it.
Just at the
Resident
back
Evil
too.
style.
Just like a fucking epi, just like a fucking EpiPen. You need this.
We're in Resident Evil now. That's what's happening. Of like,
Yep.
all right.
Just like,
Just gotta
Wow,
go.
spoilers.
just kind of like, wait, I think I know enough about this too. Right, and just you'll have to thank me for that later. And that's what happens.
Love it. Okay.
And I want to flavor it specifically that way because that was replaced by a 16, and then you immediately rolled a 16, which I'm like,
yes.
it's like a vaccine. We know what this looked like the last time. We know exactly what
Yep.
number we need. We're going to roll another one.
I love it. All right. That is the first one. The next one is going to go on you, Deodora. Let me roll 2 attacks. 19 to hit.
You hit me, bitch.
Okay. And the second one does not hit. It's a 9.
Bitch.
Can you go ahead and make a con save for me, please?
Okay. Not scared at all. I'm brave and strong. Oh yeah, I'm fine. 26.
Yeah. Similarly, you feel that starting to that venom entering your system, and you're able to shake it off, no problem. That is going to be 22 points of slashing damage on the first. and then just completely
minus 2, right?
Yes.
Because of my armor.
Yeah.
No. Oh, does that armor do this? Hold on. I don't think that armor does that. I think it was the other armor.
Yeah, it was the other one.
Okay, 22 then.
Yes. And then obviously it whiffs on the second one. And then the third of the ghouls is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you, Rory. That is going to be a 18 to hit. You're muted, love.
Right. You said that's at 18?
Yes.
Okay. So about a millimeter away from my face, it runs into a force field.
Love it. Let's go.
Heal, bitch.
Love it.
It breaks his fucking nail.
It just snarls, and it is going to try and do another attack. And that is a 23. That will hit. All right. Can you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
That con save is not a good one, actually. That is a 13.
Okay. You feel similarly to what you just saw happening with Astani, that venom kind of connecting, as you take 15 points of slashing damage, but you are able to shake it off barely.
15 points of slashing.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. The 3 ghouls continue to snarl. I think one is trying to, the one that hit the shield is kind of munching a little bit on its fingers, trying to get the essence of your shield that it just collided with. As we move to Deodora, it is your turn to absolutely lay waste to these creatures.
Okay. I'm just gonna do my 3 attacks.
Yep.
That's, I think my attack bonus is +10. Hold on. It is. Okay. 25 to hit.
Okay, which one are you going for?
I guess the one that just hit me.
Okay. All right. 25 does
hit.
hit.
I'm gonna do all 3 of my attacks. That's a 20, 30, 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then does a 17 hit?
17 hits. Yep.
Cool. 18 plus 18. 36 damage.
Oof. All right. The one that attacked you is not looking good, but it is barely hanging on. Are you continuing your second attack on that one, or are you moving to another?
I'm doing all of them on... No, that was all of my damage.
Okay.
For that one.
Okay. Because you would only need 2 then. 2 of those attacks. The third would have to move to another one.
Then shove it to the one that...
Perfect.
Whichever one has the next slowest
How
health.
would you like to unmake the one that attacked you, though? I want to hear all about that.
I chop its fucking nails off. I chop its fucking hands off like I keep threatening to do them magic users. And then I slice it from taint to teeth, bitch. Slice it in half vertically. Just like, it's gross, but it's fucking sick. It's a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Just kind of gives that call, and then all of a sudden you just see like the head shift as the rest of his body falls backwards. Incredible. The second one, you're hitting Rory's...
I'll do it the one...
Oh, go on.
Sorry, the one that I did the opportunity attack to.
Sure.
I'll do it to that one.
Okay. All right. That one is hanging on, but barely. All right. Good job. Anything else you wish to do, Deodora?
Sparky, get in there, boy. You're not doing anything. Sparky misses.
Oh.
Well, this is +2 attack. Because I think that these guys have low... whatever. Oh no, only a +3 to hit. No, so you only got a 7.
Okay. All right. And we move to the back of the top of the order. With the Ghast is going to go ahead and make his attack. What's he gonna do? Yeah. It's not liking what just happened to its friend, and it sees Theodora was the cause of it, so it is going to go and round on you, as 2 attacks are going to go against you.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
28. Or
Nice.
no, sorry, 27.
Damn. Yep, we're able to just shake it off. No problem.
I just blink at it. What are you trying to do?
Excuse me. As this thing snarls in your direction, the second, and then I'll roll damage after it coincides. That is going to be a 15, which I believe misses you.
Riposte.
Yep, knew that was coming.
Ooh. I'll use an inspiration. No, I'll use not an inspiration, a superiority die to do precision attack on
Okay.
that one. That's an 8. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that 20? Yeah, that's right. 12 damage.
All right. As for you, as you are kind of hitting this thing, nails extended, it lunges at you, seemingly almost like it's trying to jump on you and try and knock you prone. And you feel the nails immediately digging through around the armor itself into some of the weaker spots, and doing a total of 23 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As that comes down on you.
I can take the crits.
Yeah.
Astani cannot take the crits.
Yep.
I can take them.
Yep.
I'm talking about in terms of HP. I have the most HP. Okay, fine. You know what? Give all the crits to Astani.
Okay,
then.
good to know. Noted. For chat to know, Moz is making all of the faces and hand gestures behind the scenes. So
Like they are appalled by what I just said, even though I'm speaking from a mechanical meta place. Whereas I have the most HP of this party.
Look, did I choose to have 69 health points because it was funny?
Nice.
Maybe.
nice.
Okay. I mean,
Hey. All right. That is it for the Ghast. As we move to Rory, there's the Ghast remaining, which just made a rather pretty big attack against Theodora, who was able to take it, and then 2 of the ghouls remaining. One is not looking great at all, truthfully, and then there's another who's looking a bit better.
Now, I believe that this is I think this is like a physical attack or ranged attack of some kind.
what is?
One is
Throwing things at other things.
yes, that's range.
Yes. Baldur's Gate 3 style.
That is range. Yes.
Okay. Ranged attack. I think my ranged attacks have that as a thing. So I'm gonna have to do a whole lot here.
And the Stotney, you're on deck.
Okay. So I take a look at this first creature, this big creature,
Yes.
and just go, right. I am going to need you to have a bit of a timeout. I throw a cube at them.
Okay. All right. The cube.
Also, sorry, go ahead.
Cube expands. All right.
And that takes a concentration, but that creature is there until I feel like holding on the concentration, and we can deal with these 2 smaller ones for the time being.
Okay.
So that is the attack action that I get.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still have room for?
You have your bonus action, so.
I think for my. Oh goodness, what can you do? I don't know if I can use spells because that's important here.
Why can't you use spells?
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to?
As long as it's not a concentration.
Yeah.
And it's a bonus action. You can do a bonus action. Yeah, you can do a bonus action spell.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I am going to. Oh, I think as a condition of the cube, I have to drop Hunter's Mark.
Yes, you would, because yes.
I am going to. I guess I need to roll this real quick. Range spell attack. Okay. That might miss, but we'll see. A third, you know something? Let me throw an inspiration dice into it. Why not? I have a stack of them for that reason.
Might as well. They're there.
Ah, nope, that went right off the table. Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits. Which one are you hitting? Are
Okay.
you hitting the one that was on you or the one that's on Astani?
I think which one is closer?
The one on you.
Okay, then I will aim for the one on me. That is going to be another detail that I have to find up here. Okay, making sure that I got this right. That does 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's what that does. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. The thing I just thought about doing, I just realized I cannot do that.
Oh no. Oh, were you doing
Witch bolt, which I cannot do.
You need concentration.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, the thing I'm going to do instead is I have to make a completely different roll. But hold on. Ah, no.
No worries. We're getting our spells and things.
Okay, this is how do you determine if that works? Oh, I have to use a weapon to use this. That's also a 17 to hit.
Okay, that does hit.
Okay. This one I can actually do. Okay, nice. So, I attack the one closest to me, and it does 9. Is this piercing damage? Yeah, it is. Okay. Does 9 piercing damage. I stab it with a knife. As I use Booming Blade.
Ooh, yes. Booming Blade is so good. Love it.
Wait, I need to roll you another D8 worth of damage.
You do. I love it.
That is okay, so that is another 7 for a total of 16.
Love it. Okay. What does it look like as you hit?
Like there is like the slash of the knife and then like a moment of nothing before you see lines of like indigo colored static covering the creature.
Oh, so clutch. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
I just turn around to the party and say, I do believe these two are effectively on timeout. So, as you two would like to do.
All right. We have the ghast is in the in the cube, and then we have 2 ghouls remaining as we go to Astani. Both aren't looking super great. Oh, you're muted, love.
They have Spirit Guardian still up. I have to do a concentration check, right?
Okay. And they need to do another
that's a nat
wisdom
20.
check. Nice. Let's go.
Were you hit?
No, concentration to keep up Spirit Guardians.
You don't have to do that. You only have to use
Unless you
concentration if you get hit.
Get hit.
Which she did get
Oh,
hit
I
last
thought
round.
I did. I forgot to do it then.
She got hit
Yeah.
after she cast Spirit Guardians?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
the 2 slashing.
Yeah,
She's not doing well.
She got nat 20'd.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah.
do they need to roll a wisdom check at the top of your turn, or theirs?
I believe.
So at the start of their turn, I thought.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, whenever the emanation enters a creature space, and whenever a creature enters the emanation or ends its turn there. So, Ostani's going to move towards them to force them into that space.
They're still in it. They haven't moved, so they're still within it. That's why I was like, let me just check. So
We'll just start rolling damage then.
sweet.
Okay.
I think at this point, just to flavor it, you see the gas that's stuck in the cube. It's just gnawing on the invisible glass, just trying to get out. Looking very, very pissed.
Did they both make the wisdom saving throw?
Let me roll.
That guy should be double pissed because it also has a speed of 0 since I attacked it with my reaction.
Yeah. The one that's on you, Astani, rolled a nat 20 for the wisdom save. Plus 0, so that's 20. And then the other one got a 13.
Okay, that is 18 for the one who rolled 13.
Okay.
And half that for the other.
All right. Both are up,
So
but hanging by a thread.
that is their that is just them, they're moving, right, with their spell. So I still have an action.
Yep, you still have that is the passive thing. They aren't moving, they've stayed within the vicinity. So you still have full capabilities to do your action, bonus action, etc.
For their action, they will actually no, that's a waste of a channel divinity. So they will do a sacred flame at the one that seemed to withstand the guardians.
Okay. Both of them are still up. Are you going for the one that's on you, or are you going on the one that is on Rory? The one that's on you is looking worse for wear.
I got a bonus action. I can do something.
Okay.
Move at least 30 feet and hit it with a melee weapon on the same turn. You can ooh, I see. Okay. Give me 1 second to find something in this thing that I need to do.
Yes. They took half damage.
Long sheet.
Theodora.
Yeah.
No worries. Also, as a reminder,
Let's-
y'all, now's an excellent time to go subscribe to our YouTube. Just saying.
Let's do the one with that's near. Oh my god, my brain did a blip. The one near Ostani.
Okay. All right. What you
That
doing?
is a sacred flame. That is a dex saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
No, so that is 4, 5, and a 3. 14, 15, 16 points of radiant damage.
All right. How do you unmake this ghoul that's on you, Astani?
Where were they on me?
They were literally right in your face.
I think Ostani will grab at their face and pretty much cast Sacred Flame like right into them to burn.
I love it. You just hear this gurgling noise as the ghoul kind of, you can see its claws, even in its death throes, still trying to hit you as it happens, but are just kind of bursting away with this light as it connects. Incredible. Okay. Anything else you wish to do?
With their bonus, They're yelling out to Rory, "Do you want to be closer or farther?"
I can't say I have a preference. What is that you're doing again?
They just are looking at as if they're casting something to adjust your position within 30
just
feet.
There is just this like very quizzical look. They don't know where you're going to place them.
They're just like choosing like which would you like to get closer or far away? Is the like the face like?
To be fair, Rory is right up on that. The last remaining ghoul is right up on Rory.
I think we're all within like
Yeah.
5 feet of everything.
You're
so-
all pretty
Gotcha.
close together, yeah.
It's more like will they get hurt and are they hoping to?
Oh,
And then as soon as they get that confirmation, they're just going to, let's see, I think they'll pull it back and then just, then put their hands up like it's all yours, and we'll end their turn.
Well, okay then.
Okay,
Well,
all right then.
Me then. Okay.
All right. The ghoul, the last remaining one, is going to make 2 attacks on you, Rory. As that happens. It's a 21 to hit.
That would be the AC of my shield. So yeah, I think that just happens, and I'm going to save myself a spell slot.
Okay. All right. If you wouldn't mind rolling a con save.
Okay, a con save. That is a 9 on the con save.
Ooh, okay. All right. With that, Rory, you feel as the ghoul blood kind of dripping both from its own injuries as well as, again, the arm that lays forgotten behind it. As this thing leaps in your direction, claws extended, and I imagine goes for the area right around your neck, and you feel digging into your neck, or trying to, as much as stone does give way to pressure sometimes. And you feel immediately that familiar venom kicking in. You are frozen in place, paralyzed.
Is this... Oh, okay. So this is like some kind of like paralysis poison or something like this?
Yeah. All right. Which would
Okay,
make
it's
them... Oh, go
It's
on.
not a disease, and it's not a disease, and it's not a poison. Okay.
No, it is I was flavoring it as poison and venom, but it is just a unique ability that the ghouls and the gas have, which would make then this next one, I believe it crits on you because you can't move. Okay. That is going to be 24 points of piercing damage from the second attack. If that hits you.
And then I don't know what that is based on. What is like? What are like? Is that a con save when you do concentration spells, or is that based on your spell modifier?
It's a con save.
It's a con save, yeah.
Okay.
And I think at this
That's
moment...
a 9.
Oh, was
It's a
it?
19.
Okay. I think you maintain concentration then. Theodora and Astani, you see this ghoul swipe at Rory, and then all of a sudden, almost like stone becoming like ice, you see Rory freeze up. And I imagine your eyes behind your mask flicker for a minute as kind of that recognition of status update of like status paralyzed has kind of come into play.
No. His eyes turn orange because antivirus is starting to kick in.
Got that.
I love it.
Got that fucking bit defender
Yeah.
going on right now.
Incredible. Okay, that's all it can do. Deodora, you are up. There is the gas that is in the bubble still, and then the ghoul that just laid into Rory.
27 hit on that
Yeah,
ghoul
that hits.
hit. 18 hit.
Yep, that hits.
Doesn't that 20 hit? Does 30 hit?
All those hit.
Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
Okay, well, let me do, because I might have to, because you said it was looking bad, so I might have to shunt some of this try to get into that fucking cube. Did you pass the con save?
Yep, rolled a 19.
Okay. So for the crit, let's just start with the crit. Just without rolling, that's gonna be 18 damage.
I'm literally pouring my water because you've killed it. Like, I already knew this
Okay,
thing
cool.
is gone.
Now,
So.
what I do to kill this thing before I move into
Cube.
I take I take his claws and it just paralyzed my friend. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna take its hand, and I'm gonna shove it through its own throat.
Damn.
And that's how I kill it.
I love it so much. Oh, also, Fairy, just noticed you were muted in Google Meets.
That's Google Meet's fault.
I know, because we could see it before. So, thank you. I just want to give you a heads up. I noticed. I was like, wait, I want to see the description that you were giving me, and it wasn't popping up. All right.
And then with this cube,
Yes.
does it keep people out and in? Can I get in there?
Yes, but you would just need permission from Rory. Rory is unfortunately stuck at this moment and can't really open up another line, so to speak, to let you in. So yes, this thing is currently keeping you out and it in the cube.
Could he just voluntarily draw concentration?
I could certainly try. I don't know how that would work with paralysis, but
but you just had him do a concentration check on it.
True.
So, like, the thing is, I feel like Deodora would have to, like, tell me that because, like...
Here's what Deodora does. Deodora takes down this thing with its own claw, then goes towards the cube, tries to get in, realize she can't, look at Rory like...
Rory tries
hello?
to... I am going to do my best, and you can decide how this works.
Okay.
I'm going to do my best to just let go of the concentration that my mind has on the cube because that's the only thing I have control over at the moment.
Right.
Is my thoughts.
My thing is, does this happen now, or do we have to wait till the top of your turn to do it?
Oh, like, can I let go of concentration on things?
Mhm.
I think you can let go of concentration at whatever point.
Okay.
At whatever
I wasn't sure.
point.
That's what I was asking. So, okay.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Cool.
Okay,
All right.
cool. So now that that's out of the way, let me roll the rest of my damage. And I am going to take the crit damage into this one too.
I
like
figured
the
as
other
much.
part of it. Oh shit. Okay.
I figured as much.
That's 21 plus 12.
Yeah, that hits.
No, that's the damage. babe.
Damage,
I've already
okay.
done all 3 of my rolls.
Okay. There was a lot of numbers thrown around, so I'm trying to keep track.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do all of my rolls at once, my attack rolls, and then I'll do damage. That's how I'm doing it. Just so we're not doing shit, like taking too much time.
Yep.
So 21 plus 12, that's 33.
Okay.
33 damage.
All right, is still up.
Okay, I'll action surge and hit it 3 more times.
All right.
Oh, actually, I get a bonus action attack because I took that other guy down,
You did.
which I forgot to do earlier, but I'll do it now. That's a 29 to hit.
Yeah. That's
5, 4. That's another 11 damage.
okay.
Still up.
Still up.
Okay, now I'll action surge because fuck this thing. That's another 29 to hit.
Yep.
That's a 25 to hit,
Hits.
and that's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great. Oh boy. 15 plus 12, 27.
Okay.
27 damage.
Sing us that swan song, Fair.
The
What does it
cube
look like
comes-
as you've been just unleashing on this thing?
The cube comes down. I'm looking at my friends. I'm seeing my friends. One is paralyzed. One is not doing very well health-wise, looking probably bloodied, maybe.
Yep.
And I just unleash, like, it's like very a little malicious and cold, but I don't care. And like I like rip this thing's tongue out and make it choke on it.
Damn.
Look, I'm doing
Damn.
Mortal Kombat fatalities today, okay?
I love
That's
it.
That's how I felt about this week. I need this. I take its tongue, I choke it with its own tongue, and then I make it, and then I suffocate, and then I kill it with its own tongue.
Incredible. This thing choking on its own tongue, grasping at its throat as you just unleash, cutting this thing to ribbons before it falls onto the floor. And we are officially out of initiative.
And I melon smash its head for good measure.
Damn.
Just in case it wants to try to come back.
Damn.
Okay.
A silence falls onto the chamber again. The ghouls and the ghast torn to ribbons around you. Now that you have a moment, you can see a little bit better the room itself. Similarly to the rest of the motif of the catacombs, you see more of the skulls and bones that are protruding out of the walls. But you also see what looks like small stone tablets inlaid where the corners of the room are. So everyone would be able to tell immediately north, south, east, west. It's kind of marked with these stone tablets. And then in the very back of the room is that altar with 3 skulls. But you all are collecting yourself after the fight. Some of you looking a little worse for wear.
Is Rory still paralyzed?
Rory is still paralyzed for the moment. You can try in a second, Rory, if you would like to roll to get out of it. Because you're stuck in it for a minute.
Does anybody... a minute.
Yeah.
Bastani... can you help them? Or do we just have to wait? You're muted. I can't hear you. You're talking too quietly now. When before you were talking really loud because the earplugs.
Hold on 1 second. Could you repeat what you said? These are very strong. Sorry, the music is going in and out.
Are you able to help Rory, or do we just need to wait?
This is where, what happened to Rory again?
They got
They're
paralyzed.
Do you have something
yes.
something
Yes, that's what it
lesser
was.
that can restore?
Fair, get out.
Possibly greater. Oh my god.
I think you just need a lesser.
It's just a lesser, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't waste that 5th level slot.
Gotta let Ostani be great though. I'm kidding.
Bastani is
let me get
already
it.
great. What
Truth.
do you mean?
Yes, 1 second. Where is my... There's too many spells.
Let you do your roll. Okay. Let's let Rory do
Sure,
the roll
Rory,
first.
if you want to
And-
roll, go for it.
Mhm.
And then we'll just hold on to that lesser restoration. Just
Yeah.
in case.
She's getting ready though.
I like the image of Astari's like, okay, it's my time to shine. Here we go. Even more so. Here we go. And Rory's like, let me roll.
They don't want the adjust position, but here we go with the lesser...
Okay then.
Hey.
You know what? I will save my spells for somebody else.
Myself.
What'd you get, Rory?
System diagnostics are complete.
What'd you get?
I got a 20.
Oh yeah, I think if to flavor it, Astari's-
All right, I'm here to...
And Rory just slowly pops out of the paralysis.
Well, that certainly was a way to find out exactly what that does.
Are you two okay?
No. I think she looks as if completely worn by those two cuts. Those two, I can't remember what they were. And how is everyone else though? Osani's just looking through each one of you. How hurt are we?
Well, I would
Just
say
want to know if we are needing of something stronger.
I am only somewhat worse for wear, but nothing I won't survive.
I don't know how to say
I'm
this
sure.
in character, so I'll just say above table. I have 88 out of 133. I don't know how Theodore would say that.
So I
You're
think
a little tired.
could I see it on them?
Well,
Yeah,
sleepy.
you can see it.
Yeah. Osani is just like, so it's just me then, all right? And
What
then
do
just
you-
gonna turn around and then just I tried my best, I guess, and then touch themselves, touch their
touch
like
yourself?
face.
Wow.
Fair.
Goddamn.
Indecent.
For cure wounds.
Okay.
I'll just second wind and then maybe glug down a potion if I need to.
Okay. You are
We have
able to, if you
potions.
wanted to, you could take a short rest here.
Let's do that.
That is an option.
Oh, you know what? I
The
can't
area is
second wind. 'Cause
secure.
I get it back on a short rest, so I can second wind too.
The area is secure. There weren't any other creatures on the way here, and there's nothing else in this room that's like undead or like in terms of being attacking towards you. There's undead in the room, but kind of again stuck within the walls. So yes, if you wanted to take a couple of little bit to do your short rest, easily can.
Oh fuck, that was stupid or goofy. I forgot to actually roll the die. Are you rolling? Can you do this? Can you do it? Thank you so much. Really? 12? That doesn't make sense. 10. I don't know why I scaled up with 12. Because I got 2 10s and an 8. So how is that 12? God. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
What does it look like as you were each taking a little bit of time to kind of recoup, address any wounds, take stock of your potions and things like that?
My eyes have gone into a pale green color that becomes a little bit darker green the higher their health goes.
Yeah, we find a charging station for Rory.
So,
Mm.
I would like to say, petulant as this is probably going to sound, I deserve a reward of some kind for choosing not to bite the cube this time. I really struggled not to do that.
Theodora looks at Rory and it's like, I'm not rewarding somebody for doing something so simple. And I actually don't appreciate when male or male presenting creatures make demands of rewards to me.
So, what I suppose in that case, I will chew more cubes. I will also I will avoid making demands. I may chew more cubes.
If you chew cubes, just make sure to tell us so we can get out of your way. But you're not going to get a reward for doing something so simple. That's wild work. That's how that's how toxic masculinity starts, okay?
Wait, what is this?
Oh God, we absolutely don't have the time. I'll explain it to you later.
I do have a question. As a person, as a person, I suppose, who has been in the world currently a lot longer than I have, do people still occasionally struggle to avoid doing impulsive things?
I mean, yeah, sometimes.
Hmm.
It's called the call of the void. You just kind of just let that intrusive thought win.
Oh, is that what that is? Or
It's,
I guess,
it just,
I suppose that
yeah.
is what they're calling that now. Hmm. Very apt, I suppose.
It's like when you think, oh, what would like maybe I should just, leap off the 6-foot tall wall. And then most of the time people talk themselves out of it, but you don't talk yourself out of it. It sounds like you talk yourself into it. So I don't know what that is.
I suppose in my case, appreciably, the rigors of my training have helped try to contain it somewhat, but every now and then, when you have the ability to imagine things and then wonder what would happen if you do them, and the knowledge to at least try, it is very difficult not to try as often as possible.
Oh, so you have ADHD.
What is that?
Let's talk about it later. I'll talk about it and tell you about toxic masculinity too. I would like to look at these tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Is there writing on them?
No.
No. Is there shift weave on them?
No.
Oh.
What you see pictured. Well, let me ask this. Which of the tablets are you going towards first? The north, south, east, or west?
I'll go south.
Okay. South, you see the inscribed figure wearing really old-looking robes.
Mm-hmm.
They are holding what looks like a small basket of wheat. It is a tiefling woman with her hair in kind of these tresses that are piled onto one side. And she is pointing towards the middle, pointing in your direction.
Okay. I guess I'll just go around, and from there I'll just go clockwise.
Okay.
I don't know.
So west would be next.
Okay, sure. Whatever. I just want to go around just looking at all of the pictures on these tablets.
Sure. The one in the west is a what appears to be a male presenting figure, Triton. They are holding on their side what looks like 2 daggers that are outstretched, and they are facing north. Their clothing looks to be about similar to the vision you saw around 500 years ago, give or take.
Okay. Are they pointing or no?
Not pointed. Just at their sides.
Okay. And then the
north would be the next. The one in the north, you see a what appears to be a minotaur with 2 battle axes crossed in front of them, and they are not pointed in any direction. They are facing forward as well. This one looks like the clothing is from about 10 years ago.
Okay.
In terms of their garb. And the last is the east. And here you see what appears to be a elven woman, looking to be about in her 30s, give or take. She has at her side what looks like a greatsword, and then you see a bow and an arrow on her back. The bow and the arrow are pointed towards the south.
Okay.
For Rory and for Astani, I'm not even going to make you roll. These things are drenched in spirit energy.
Oh.
Does it look like they're movable?
No, it does
No?
not look
Okay.
like they're moving.
So they're like carved from like out of the wall?
yes.
Okay.
Didor, why don't you do a history check for me real quick?
You said
Can I give
Dresden
somebody
here.
who does anybody else have better history?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was giving you the
You-
hellback. Oh, guess I can use
You
Sparky as
said-
the
I
hell.
would say it would be either you or Rory would be able to
Probably
do this check.
Astani.
Because Astani would not know about this just yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll
Then
use Sparky.
I can help then. I at least have like a +2 to that.
Okay. Maybe I help you then? Because I only have
Okay.
+1.
So okay. Sure. Let's do this. You said we're gonna get the health action here, so that worked. Wait, hold on. Use these two. Okay, well, so we have an 11
Mhm.
and we have an at 20.
Perfect.
Hey,
Let's go.
your millionth one of the day.
Rory, we'll say for you, you go through your cinematic record that Blackstone has.
Mhm.
And what pops up is the Unitel, which looks different from how you remember it, but time and all of that.
Mhm.
It's hard to see this other individual that was part of the party at the time.
Mhm.
But while you were moving through the Unitel, they came upon a room that had several stone tablets in them. And the figure, who is largely kind of just shadowed out, he seemed to have a very visceral emotional response upon coming upon these tablets. And had made a mention that perhaps souls had been locked away in these.
And that's similar to those these tablets here probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that was unpleasant. I want to try to like see if I can get a sense of what person is in, or like whose soul is in whatever this residue is.
You can, you don't need to necessarily check for it. The effigies that are kind of carved into the stone seem to be what the souls are.
Okay, do they look like recognizable people?
Mm-mm.
Or is this like symbols for things?
Not symbols.
I think it's not as detailed as you would think it'd be. So you can't, is that what you're saying? That you can't, it's like more like almost like Egyptian hieroglyphics where you can tell
Exactly.
it's a figure, but maybe you don't. There's like no like defined
Correlation
features.
to the like these are figures, but not with correlation to the people they represent, I guess.
No, they
No, they
represent
are.
the people. Like the people, like whoever is the tiefling in the tablet is a tiefling, but it's just like you're asking if they're recognizable. Probably
not.
We
It's
probably wouldn't know, couldn't really see their face, but we know like this is a facsimile of who they are.
or if they have like brown hair or red hair. That's Farrah hit the nail on the head. These are very similar to like Egyptian hieroglyphics and mosaics, where it's not as detailed, but the broad strokes are there of like, hey, this person is carrying a sword, this person is carrying a bow, this person is a minotaur, this person is an elf, that kind of thing.
Does that history tell me why these effigies were made?
No, it just seems like these are souls that were sealed within these stones. And this isn't your first time running into this.
Okay.
Maybe it was to seal them in the stones.
Rory looks at Deodora. There is kind of like a knowing in that look between them.
Like this,
Rory
that bullshit again.
Yeah, like Rory having just downloaded what is happening here and being like, ah, I see. And looking at Deodora like, it is like, I think Deodora would have that look like, can I get a confirm on this? And it's one of those, oh yeah, this is exactly what you think it is.
It's like, oh, fucking great.
Before turning to Astani. Astani. I fear that unfortunately you're going to run into a lot more of this. There are souls that are in these, and they gesture at the effigies, in these stones up here. They have been sealed inside. They are unable to leave.
Then
And as I've been able to observe, when the natural flow of life from one place to another is disrupted, it is something that you have often found upsetting. So I feel like it might be prudent to say this is going to be another very upsetting moment.
they have that face of like, I see what you're saying. I think it is more just sensitivity, less upsetting for me. It's understanding a new warmth of light that you're not used to, rather than something that distresses me. So please, I will adapt.
Understood. Well, unfortunately, me knowing what these things are doesn't necessarily tell me what I should do with them.
Maybe I could help with this. Yeah. Also, Maz's thoughts is to smash it as well. There was something. I would like to. I know this is scrying, but either using religion or arcana, try and figure out how to work with Rory on this.
Okay.
I'll use religion.
Okay.
The arcana is only a +3. That's a 12 + 7.
Okay. Not bad. 19. All right. So what are you and Rory doing?
Using at least the their background with the veil and the spirits that are trapped in here, to understand how to. What does Rory want to free them?
Well, I don't think if you're asking me that question in character, well, I cannot imagine that a soul trapped anywhere is ever done so for a good reason.
So, yes, Osani agrees as well. So we're trying to release the spirit, and at least for Osani, usher them forward.
Okay.
I have just a clarifying question, because
Sure.
I just don't remember. With the tablets that we found in the Unitel, were there souls in those too? Or had they been?
Yep.
And
there
we
were
didn't
souls.
release them? Did we
Correct.
release them?
You did not release them.
Did we just leave the tablets there? I literally don't remember.
The other adventurer that was with you grabbed those tablets because they were like not massive. They were
Yeah.
binder size.
Something
if
about
anything.
I remember something about their parents.
Yes.
Or their parents were in a tablet.
Yep.
Okay.
You got a good memory. Good job.
That was the only part I remember. I didn't even remember finding tablets until you said it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
They grabbed and they took the tablets with them, but it was not resolved as to what could be done with them, if anything.
Okay. But now we know we have somebody who is specialized in this. So
Mhm.
she got the skills. She got the gumption.
Technology.
She got the technology. She is serving cunt always. She got this.
All right. So with the 17, Stani, and you're working with Rory on this, you are not currently familiar with anything in terms of coaxing the spirit out of something that is essentially behind a lock. This might be of need for further study or bringing to Keeper Reyna to help guide you with this portion.
Mm-hmm.
Because very rarely are souls locked like this. Magical items, sure. Cursed items, sure. This is neither of those things.
How easily can I store this for later?
So you'll need to get the stones down, which you'll need to handle with care because the stones tablets are a little bit on the brittle side of things. Yeah.
I am going to use Mage Hand to carry them.
Okay. Can easily do that.
I thought you said they couldn't be moved.
They could be moved. Not moved in
You said-
terms of like moving to the side. Taken down, yes.
No, what I meant was could they be moved, period. I didn't say
Okay.
to any
I thought
direction.
you meant to the side directions and stuff like that. So I
I don't know why you would think that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I was like, can I pick it up? Like,
Because we be doing things.
I didn't know, so.
Because we be doing things.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like one of those fucking cube puzzles where you gotta slide this shit around until you figure it out.
Rory just extends a hand toward one of the statues, and the statue slowly makes its way back to where he is.
Okay.
Where do we want to put these?
We need to figure this out first. Do we know how to take them out?
Well,
I will.
We can carry them if memory serves correctly. We can carry them with us or transport them, but a means to deal with how these things are trapped inside is admittedly beyond my training.
Okay. Well,
I do have someone who could help with this, and I am late to meet with them already, so this could just add to our agenda. If you two would like to join us, or join me, Keeper Reyna is a bit more talented than I am.
Okay. I think Theodora will take her pack and like slide that tablet into it because they're small, right? They're like magazine sized almost or book sized. So I'll just put it in my pack and then go and collect the other ones.
Okay.
Put them all in the pack.
Right.
I'm strong.
Strong.
Oh, I'm like, it's not even like I'm not even doing things because they're heavy. I'm worried about like breaking them if I grip them too hard.
Yeah. That's the big thing. It's just they're very brittle. So.
What I'll do is I'll like maybe wrap each of them in some cloth maybe to like protect them. And then just make sure that there's like padding around all of them so it's not like rattling around in my pack and could potentially break.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do that. Love that. What else are you all doing at this time? Now that you've collected the tablets.
Can I look at these skulls?
Yes, you can look at the
You said
three
there's like
skulls.
skull in the middle of the room.
In the back. There's an altar
in the
with
back?
3 skulls.
Is it similar to the other ones we passed that are like the candles are lit, and
Yes.
are there any like nameplates?
No
Anything?
nameplates? None whatsoever. You're asking really good questions. I'm loving this.
No, that face was not towards you. It was, I almost dropped a dice and I caught it, but then it slipped away and then I caught it again.
I thought that was the man. Like
No, that was me panicking because this one is pretty sharp, so I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, and then you said there's no spirit or shift weave in this room at all?
No.
Huh.
You can feel it beneath your feet, but none in this room.
Like in another area of the catacombs? Okay.
Mhm.
Huh. Well, there's only 3, but there were 4 tablets, and there's no other like altar that's empty or anything?
No.
Okay.
You see on the altar the 3 skulls, kind of like a red cloth accompanying it, candles, and then above the altar itself you see what looks like a small shelf that looks like it has some kind of connecting to hold one of the skulls.
So somebody stole it.
Or
Does
it's
it-
one of the 3 that are there. Because the skulls are all different sizes. One is pretty small, probably the skull of a gnome or a halfling. The medium is humanoid. And then the third is larger. Not quite Minotaur. Or if Minotaur, a little bit smaller and there's no horns.
Yeah, little baby, not big beefy. Yeah, I remember that because I used to piss you off. Not big, those are not their names. This looks like it's just an altar, like to remember, or is there like some like magic shit happening around here? Like, do I see a ritual circle or
No, not magic
blood
shit.
on the ground or something? Okay,
Nope.
gotta ask.
Nope, that's valid. No magic. You're welcome to do an investigation check if you would like to see.
Phew. I'll try.
Can't hurt.
Oh, I rolled well. Investigation, I think I only have a +1, so dirty 20.
Nice. So yes, it looks like this thing is not magically inclined. It looks like you are essentially, upon looking at the shelf, it's not the most balanced. So it's finding the skull that is going to balance the shelf. And just by placing it onto it, looks like that is likely going to be the way that you're going to be able to get to the next area of the catacombs.
Okay, well, I look at Astani a little guiltily. Because, this is going to be kind of disrespectful. But I will grab... I guess I'll just go Goldilocks style, largest to smallest.
Okay.
With this shelf.
You place the large baby beefy on the shelf, and immediately it goes sideways.
Okay. It goes sideways, like horizontal. Okay.
Did not balance. It did not balance at all.
I catch the skull before it falls. And I'll go do the medium one.
Okay. That one does click into place, and after a moment, you do see that the board balances. At that moment, Astani, where you're standing, and Rory, where you're standing, you see...
Bitch. Oh, I thought there was a finger opening up underneath it.
No.
I was like, no.
You see in the center of the floor, because Theodora's facing away, a hole starting to open up and stairs starting to appear as you have found the entrance to the second level into the catacombs.
Wow, I'm the puzzle master of these fucking tunnels. Okay.
And I think that is going to be a good place for us to stop for today.
Everybody talk to me nice. I'm solving puzzles.
I think that is a good place for us to stop today, and we will see what level 2 has in store for us next week. So No worries. So, thank you all so much for joining us today on our wild and ridiculous battle that pops up, and I love it so much. I love this group. So thank you all so much. Let's go around and say who we are and where we can find and support all the wonderful things that you are doing. And we'll start with Maz.
Hello. Hi, I'm Maz. I was playing Ostani. What wonderful things. I will not be there tomorrow, but y'all should go check out Coffee and Chaos, which is the modern alternate universe version of our characters on Forgotten Adventures. So think of, Defenders, but now we run a bakery. And without their sous chef / baker, the one who pretty much hauls all the flour, I imagine Navara in this alternate universe as the husband in like Kiki's delivery service. Always in the background, just rolling their eyes and just still managing the business. What if he was out for the day? What if Navarro was out for the day? So go and watch that awesome thing, one shot. And yeah, other than that, I have catchy cantrips on Tuesday where I'm playing a Patchfoot, which is a homebrew version of a raccoon lineage in the homebrew world. And I'm a rogue because, of course, I love treasure. Other than that, yeah, thank you so much.
I love it. Thank you so much, Maz. Let's move on to Sin.
Hello, it is me, Sin again, having been Rory today, who is trying to decide how to deal with modern terms for things like impulse control and, ADHD and other things that have made it into the world from people with a podcast microphone. As far as what I'm doing when I'm not here, streaming as it happens, because listen, I got a new job. Life is life again. I have to find a balance for all of that. But the other thing is, on Thursdays, as with most of them, you can find me yelling at the tech industry again because we just do not need AI in the damn toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't need it. I promise we don't. And yeah, that's it. That's what's going on over here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, Fair.
Hi, I'm Farabin Diodora, and I also thought that Jordan was opening up a pit into the floor underneath my friends, and that's why I was like, bitch.
That's just like, wait, what?
I was like, bitch, don't you dare. At least let them get a dex saving throw. Come on. But no, you can find me Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern for Affiliate by Night, Monster Within. You can find me on socials, and you can find me. That's all I got.
Wonderful. And hi everyone, I've been your storyteller, D&D Jordan Lee, she, they pronouns. I will be back here tomorrow with some Dragon Age, and then it's going to be another wild week here at the Haven Wolfpack. And then we'll be back here next Saturday to see what level 2 is all about. So special thank you to all of you and to our incredible mods. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We are going to raid someone awesome, so please go ahead and hang out with us as we go ahead and raid. But from all of us to all of you, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you next time from Beyond the Veil. Bye, everybody.
Wash your ass.
Andrew.